This is the AWS Morning Brief Security Edition. AWS is fond of saying security is job zero. That means it's nobody in particular's job, which means it falls to the rest of us. Just the news you need to know, none of the fluff.
This episode is sponsored in part by our friends at LogicWorks. Getting to the cloud is challenging enough for many places, especially maintaining security, resiliency, cost control, agility, etc., etc., etc. Things break, configurations drift, technology advances, and organizations frankly need to evolve. How can you get to the cloud faster and ensure you have the right team in place to maintain success over time? Day two matters. Work with a partner who gets it. LogicWorks combines the cloud expertise and platform automation to customize solutions to meet your unique requirements. Get started by chatting with a cloud specialist today at snark.cloud/LogicWorks. That's snark.cloud/LogicWorks. And my thanks to them for sponsoring this ridiculous podcast. Are you going to be in Phoenix this Sunday at 1 p.m.? Because I will be. I'm going to be at Zuzu for a couple of hours hosting a community meetup. Come by and grab a complimentary drink or two. Meet me in person. Threaten me in a context in which you're able to be much more intimidating than over the internet. Hear my snark in person and oh so much more. I hope to see you there. Now, what happened last week in the world of AWS security? Well, Rackspace continues to trickle the truth out. It's now admitting that attackers accessed customer data during their ransomware attack that took down their hosted Exchange email service for weeks now. What an ignominious end to a once great company. And Tom Forbes scanned every package on PyPI and found 57 live AWS keys. Some belonged to Amazon themselves. 11 of them were root credentials. What in tarnation are you people doing out there? Stop it. Stop it immediately. I can't help but think that this might be a second-order consequence of making it borderline impossible to open S3 buckets. People are now leaving them secured, but passing around credentials to access them instead. And from the mouth of AWS Horse comes an article in VentureBeat. I'm marking my calendar on it now. In 1 year, I'm going to come back and see how accurate the heads of AWS security are with their list of predictions for cybersecurity in 2023. This is why you don't see me attempting to predict the future very often, but we'll see. This episode is brought to us by our friends at Chaos Search. Chaos Search transforms Amazon S3 in your account into a search and SQL analytical database with unlimited data retention. That's right. Just stream your data into your existing S3 storage, connect it to Chaos Search, and voila! You can instantly use the built-in OpenSearch dashboards or the Elastic and SQL APIs to achieve best-of-breed observability, create a security data lake, and gain deeper application insights. Chaos Search reduces your existing analytics costs by at least 30%, and in many cases, 80% of your current costs. Companies like Equifax, Blackboard, Armor, and more are all using Chaos Search to deliver better, faster insights at a fraction of their prior solutions' cost. Chaos Search has revolutionized big data analytics, so visit chaossearch.io today to see how they can help you, and tell them I sent you just because I enjoy watching people flinch.
And today's tip of the week, for obvious freaking reasons, is to go fire up your important AWS accounts and validate that the root user doesn't have API credentials assigned. Those will be utterly disastrous if leaked. It's not clear which user is using them, and you're just asking for trouble. Switch to IAM users if you must, service roles if you can. And that's what happened last week, but hopefully not next week in AWS security. I'm cloud economist Corey Quinn. Stay salty and hope to see some of you on Sunday.
Thank you for listening to the AWS Morning Brief Security Edition. For the latest in AWS security that actually matters, please follow AWS Morning Brief on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, or wherever the hell it is you find the dulcet tones of my voice. And be sure to sign up for the Last Week in AWS newsletter at lastweekinaws.com.
This has been a Humble Pod production. Stay humble.